Hey, welcome. I'm sorry if I blow your ear off. It, it was some error with my OBS for some reason. I don't know. I did nothing to change it. Oh well. Okay. Hello again. Well, hello now. I don't know. We should start over. I'm kidding. We shouldn't. Hello, Cal, Max, Chamu, Joy, Republic of China, Joshua, Kite, Mets, Joy. I think I said it. Taha. Welcome, everybody. 25 people. Nice. How is everyone? Hello, DMJ. Ify. All right. So something happened with the sound. I'm not sure what. Sorry about that. Okay, today we're going to build the second project on Frontend Mentor, which is this platform where you can build all these, well, they give you all these nice designs and you can also the assets and you can convert them to websites. I'm glad that you're home, Carl. Okay. I want to see what Frontend Mentor is. Okay, let me put this link into the chat. So tell me again, is the sound good? I drop it like 20 decibels, I don't know. Not sure what happened. Alright, something happened for some reason, and I don't know what. Okie dokie. Joy, I don't know exactly an app for Windows to measure, but use your eyes. I know you don't have ears anymore, but use the eyes. The damage has been done. Okay, sorry about that. It wasn't my fault. I was just welcoming you to the live stream. So I had good intentions. I didn't want to blow your ears off. All right. Okay. I think we can slowly start. I don't know. We are going to build this simple coming soon page with HTML, CSS. They also label JavaScript, but not sure why. Oh, okay. So we're also going to have some JavaScript for the input field, which is nice. Broken ears is a good reason to get more into accessibility. Okay. Yes, Steven is right. You can have some browser extensions for measuring. DMJ, you need to recreate the design on localhost or any type of online IDE. Yeah, you can do it anywhere you want. Hey, Bulat, welcome. All right. Let's see the brief here. Your challenge is to build out this coming soon page and get it look as close to design as possible. You can use any tool, okay. User should be able to view it optimally, see hover states. Oh, nice. Hover states. Receive an error message when the form is submitted if the input field is empty, the email address is not formatted correctly. Okay, so a little bit of JavaScript for form validation. Maybe we shouldn't add JavaScript, just do it with HTML5 validation. That could be an idea. Okay, download the starter pack. All right. A lot of people in the chat, hard for me to keep up. I want you to please start your mega institution in Pakistan. That's funny. But well, I think I'm flattered. I don't know. Form validation, you've got this, Florin. No, I don't know. I need to check that video you sent. I don't know who that guy was, but he seemed to know what he's talking about. All right, people. Poppers. Welcome, poppers. Let's download this and unzip it. Delete this because we're organized. And then do some magic. You need to do like this in order to make it work, and then drop it in VS Code. So that's required. Greetings. I'm amazed how quickly your channel is growing, how quickly your Twitter audience is growing. Yeah, the Twitter audience is really growing fast, and I'm not doing that much lately as I used to. Well, I'm still very active. And the YouTube channel also grew nicely. I want to get to 100k. That's the goal. So I will be doing live streams and tutorials and challenges until we hit 100k. That's my goal. All right. Yeah, hard work indeed. Okay. Who's been in yesterday's live stream where we built the first project? If you've been, then you know what we're doing. If you weren't, we built this nice, nice simple project. Not a lot of things going on, but we learned a couple of things, which was nice. I'm sure you will get to 100,000 soon. I want to get there by the end of the year, so fingers crossed. Taha is asking, I need your suggestions. I'm a Python developer but want to start YouTube, and I also done for our live stream. What do you suggest? Live stream or videos? Both. Is Frontend Mentor free? No, you have to pay me $1,000, then you can use it for free. I'm kidding. It's free. It's totally free. They have one challenge which is paid, and they'll probably have some more challenges which will be paid, but all of the rest are free, which is pretty nice if you ask me. What is your income now? Freelance project, remote work, YouTube, lol. Yeah, my income is, I think I made a couple of millions last month. I don't know. I forgot. It was so many millions I forgot. Do you stream at roughly the same time each day? Or I should check Twitter. I want to. I have this guy on my Discord, not sure what his name is, and he just keep bugging me to make it the same hour and should tell people when I'm live. I don't really like what he's saying, but he might be right. And I should do planning, but usually I'm live at this hour. It's 6 p.m. here, and I'm live at 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Close to 5 and 6 p.m. I wanted to do in the morning too, because that's when I'm, after I wake up, but not a lot of people were live, so I guess this time works better. Okay, you didn't mean to know the numbers. I get something from YouTube, from ads, and from my blog from ads. That's it. And Patreon. Yeah, shameless plug. If you want to become a supporter and add to my millions of dollars, I will be very grateful. But yeah, that's kind of it. I don't do it for the money. If I would, then I would have kept my job, which was paying the bills. But now, jokes aside, I really like what I'm doing. I don't make a lot of money. I mean, not sure if someone could live off with the money I make now, but I really enjoy it. And hopefully in the future, when I'll get famous, if that ever happens, it will be better. Man, it is not nice to ask about money source. It's fine. I have nothing to hide. What were you doing in your last job? React and CSS. Well, I started doing React. Well, they hired me to do React, but we were on a big project and no one liked CSS. So guess who did it? This guy. You're famous already. Yeah, famous and poor. Okay, great. Let's also code something, because I guess that's why you're here, not to hear me ramble around. But if you like this type of rambling around, sure, we can do that too. All right, so we get this folder which has the basic, the starter things we need, like the design. Oh, look at that. Nice, I like this. So we have the desktop preview, then we have the active state, which, look at that, has a nice icon, and we get an email there, text there, which is neat, and the mobile design. Hello, Edgars. You should do a quick Q&A live stream. Okay, I will. Okay, damn J, no, not passive income, just a bit from, well, I get that from ads on my YouTube, but that's not passive. I've been doing 72 hours of live stream in the last month, maybe more, so that's not passive. That's more like active income, which is paid not that much. All right, let's see. Where were we? Images. We also get the images. Favicon, Hero, Mobile, SVGs. So basically what we get from them is all the assets we need. So the images, we also have in a style guide the colors, the fonts, so everything we need in order to create this. Let me reveal in Finder and to open and put it here so we can see what we need to do. All right, close this. This is the code, and I'm also going to use live share, not live share, live server, so we can see what's going on. Okay, so there's some waiting for VS Code. All right, it crashed. Perfect. That's what we wanted. We want tricky JavaScript interview questions. Do you use a MacBook Pro? I think desktop. Okay. Sorry, Caps. Yeah. Do you use a MacBook or a desktop for Mac? I use a Mac. I need to change it. It's getting older, so, you know, that will be nice. What we want tricky JavaScript interview questions. Sure, we are doing JavaScript interview questions on codewars.js series, so check those out. And I'm going to do more, probably not today. Let's do tomorrow a Coding Wars JS series, or a live stream, whatever. Okay, a lot of talking, not a lot of coding. So here we also have in the body the text, which is nice. We just need to style it. So what I want to do first, also I say so many times, so hopefully you'll get used to that. Really, Steven? That's good. Yeah, the number of people watching increased a lot. 38 people. Really? I think that's because I announced it 8 hours beforehand. I'm happy to see a lot of people here. Good. Let's see what we want to do. This is our website, right? It has an image on the right, which is not quite half of the width. We need to keep that in mind. And on the left, we have the content of the website. Now, here we have the logo and this section, which seems kind of centered to me, but well, actually not really. Let's see. So we have that. And if we put this here, move it, yeah. So we have more space up. Okay. I know that someone will ask, so I will answer beforehand. I'm using the Max built-in image previewer to draw these shapes, just to measure stuff. All right. Hi, welcome to the live stream. What are you using to drag that? Yeah, so I knew people will ask, so would ask, so yeah. Good. We have the logo. Here we have an H1, a paragraph, and then a form with an input and a button. Not a lot of components or tags, which is nice. Now we need to take in consideration that we also have this text here underneath the input. And whoa, I just received a $1 donation on PayPal. Thank you. So nice of you. Thank you very much for supporting my work. I guess you're in the live stream. Near. Thank you for support. Sebi. Merci, Sebi. Sebi is a fellow Romanian. Say hi to him. All right. Good. Let's start as usual with the HTML markup. Let's get into this. Open this with live server. All right. We have this. I will put it to the right and code to the left. Okie dokie. We have a footer. I don't like it, so bye-bye footer. Style. Okay, we don't need that. All right, so the rest could remain. Now we have this text, which is the title. So let's wrap that in an H1. Okay, let me zoom this in so you can see better. All right. Good. That's now an H1. The nice thing with live server, for those of you who don't know, is that when you save, it will refreshes the page here, which is neat. Where is the like button? Yeah, click that like button, smash the like button. I don't know. Okay. H1 good. We need a paragraph here for this text. So let's wrap that in a paragraph. Okay. Good. And this is an input, well, a form with an input and a button. So let's do that. A form with an input and a button. All right. The form has no action. The input is type text. Fine. And we have a button. Now I'll show you later. The button has what? An arrow. So that icon, I guess. And the input has a placeholder email address. So let's add that. Placeholder email address. Okay, look at that. We have our input and the button and the form. Good. We're almost done. It looks almost identical. Okay. What plugin do you use to select elements in the site itself? I'm not sure the question. Please enable autosave. Is that an option? Okay. Hi everyone from Colombia. Hello, Carlos. Good. What else we have? Now, this website is split in two sections, the right and the left section, and this left section is an image. And we also need to add that SVG here, the logo or whatever this is, and the icon here, and the text which will be on the arrow. So let's add those. First, the icon. You know what? Let's wrap everything inside a container. We put everything there because this container will have a right side and a left side. I'm adding the classes now, but we're probably not going to use them. But just so you can see clearly, okay, this is the left side and this is the right. Well, this is the left and this is the right. Good. Now the right side will have an image, just that. Maybe we can add a class of background image, I guess. Okay, so that's that with the splitting. Now let's add the icon here, which will be an image. Logo. Image goes to images and logo. All right, an alt of logo for accessibility, and it should appear there. Awesome. Now, hello fellow shoppers. Okay, that's that. The header here, well, the heading has this part which is different, and we're going to wrap this in a span just so we can style it in the CSS. All right, and in the form here we're going to add a small tag which will say what? Where is the active states? Yeah, please provide a valid email. All right, valid email should be good. Please provide a valid email. All right, which should appear there. Perfect. Let's see the chat. Please name the div left and right. Okay. Input should be a type of email. That's good, right? Right, because it's an email. Perfect, thank you. Thank you, Steven. What's your age? I'm 125 years old, without 100. I'm not talented. I'm just lucky. I'm kidding. I worked hard, so yeah, that does it. All right, we have the icon arrow, which should go inside the button. So image, images, icon error, and an alt of error, like that. Let's nicely format. Always format your code so it's readable for other developers. Oops, not error. Arrow, not error. Okay, I'm also 100 years old. I said Osuta, which is Romanian for 100. All right. You are 15. Whoa, nice. I like to see young people learning programming. Good. So we have pretty much everything we need in the HTML. There is one more thing missing. If anyone can tell me, this is arrow. If anyone can tell me what's missing from the HTML, well, Actually, it will be pretty hard because you can do it in the in the CSS too, on the before, not after pseudo element. But there is something missing, and it's not in this design. It's actually in this design, which we should add to the HTML. Can someone spot what that is? Meanwhile, I'm going to drink some water to stay hydrated. The error message, we have it. It's here. But you're close. You're pretty close. It's related to that. Something we don't have, the error icon. Perfect. Clap, clap. Good, good. Now, we could, how can I zoom out? Like always zoom in. Is there a way? Okay, like that. We could add this error icon on in CSS, but it's more work. So I'm going to add it in HTML and then position it on top of the input. Good, look at that. How many people knew? Clap, clap. Thank you, Steven. Don't worry. All right, let's add that icon as well. Now I add the icons as images. You could also import them as SVG, but considering that we're not going to change their colors, we can just import them as images. This will be error. Now for this, I want to add a class of error also, error icon. All right. All right, all right, all right. Good. Let's save that. And here we go. HTML done. Only took us 28 minutes minus the time I rambled around. So that's good. That's good amount. I always try to put a font awesome icon on my before and after, but never works. I get the square. That's because you're not using font family font awesome. So you're using the icon, but you're not telling the div or whatever element you're using on that should be a font awesome icon. You're gonna skip the label. Do we need a label? I don't see a label here. Let's see. I know what you mean, but do we have a label? We don't have a label. Well, for accessibility, we could add the label and hide it. But yeah, it's not in the design, so it's not my fault. All right, good, good, good. Let's start styling it. What happened? Really? VS Code closed again? Okay, that's not a good sign. I need a new Mac. Throw some donations. I need to buy a new Mac. What happens 2 times in one stream? That's not good. All right. Let's open the live server again and do that. All right, people. You need a new PC. Yeah. I think Skype is on. Okay, Skype was on. All right, I closed that. Yeah. Hopefully that will solve it. Edgar, you're funny. That's true. What you don't need is a Mac. You're wrong. I love my Mac. Papa is different than people. Okay, you're distracting me. I guess the other 30 people who are watching and not chatting are mad because I'm not coding. Where were we? We have the entire HTML structure, which is nice. Now, usually you wouldn't just have H1 and paragraph like this. You would have classes on the tags because you want to style them separately. But considering that this website is very simple, we don't want to overdo it. So, yeah, 40 people. Wow, that's amazing. Hello, everybody. Good. Let's style the page, shall we? First, import the style, which we're going to create. So style.css. Let's create that file, style.css. Awesome. Good. Now from the style guide, we need to get a couple of things. Gradients. Okay. I guess these gradients, I'm not sure if you can see, but there are some stuff here in the background. Dark grayish red. Dark grayish red, I think that one. Okay, desaturated red, soft red. And we have a font family of Josephine Sans. Interesting. Okay, let's start with the font. Go in the style and import this font. Okay, and then on the body font family, we want to use it Josephine Sans serif. And look at that, the font changed. Awesome. I also want to use box sizing border box for the padding stuff. Text gradients. Not sure if that's text gradient. Just posted to a group with 175 members. So let's see if the numbers increase. Whoa, thank you. Send you a small donation. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Not sure, it should pop up on the screen. Thank you. You're so nice. Thank you all for the donations. 3 so far, which is amazing. Thank you, Ad here. Love and respect from India. Love and respect from Romania to you. 175,000. Whoa. Hey, welcome everybody. Okay. Well, so many people, so many stuff going on. I'm just I'm overwhelmed. Thank you everybody. All right, let's keep going. Thank you, Cal. Thank you very much. It didn't pop up yet, but thank you. All right. Where were we? Okay, styling. All right. Okay. What should we do first? Let's focus on the container, the left and the right side. Now, what I want to see is how much of percentage takes the right side over the left side. So we have close to 820 here and 600 here. So that's 1.4. That's how much in percentage? 40 and 60%, I think. Yeah, new people subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. All right, so let's do that. The container which we have should be display flex, And now the left side will be width 60%, and the right side, which will have the image, would be 40%. Awesome, that's good. Let's add the image on the right side. Images and hero desktop. All right, look at that, it appeared. Good. Now how we're going to make it be full width here, full height. First of all, I want to remove that margin there, so we'll do that with margin 0 on the body. Awesome. Next, the container should be height, the minimum height of 100 viewport heights. Okay, and you can see now that the lady here is 100-ish, but it's still repeating, which is not okay. So for that we can do background size. Come on, Emmet. Background size cover, and now it will cover that area, which is good. Note that I'm working, and well, I'm styling desktop first, although we are kind of zoomed in. So this is how it looks on desktop, which is pretty close to how, is it more? How much percentage is 600 of 1.4K? Someone calculate that for me. 10% is 140, 20-30%. Yeah, should be around 40%. Okay, so now we have the background. We could also say background position to be center and center, and now it will center it, sort of. And the nice thing with background size cover is that it will always cover, it will stretch the image so that it will cover the entire area. 42%. Use calc. Yeah, but this is the image, so we don't have that part. Use calc for this thing. I'm not sure what should I subtract from calc, so that's why. Love your accent. Okay. I will do JavaScript. Sure, come back tomorrow, we'll have coding challenges with JavaScript. Good. So that's that. Let's focus now on the left side. We can see here that this image has a bit of margin on the top and on the bottom. So let's add that on the image. Now the image doesn't have a class, so let's add it. Logo. And we can target it here. What I want, well, not what I want. Yeah, what I want and what I do usually is that I'm trying to write the CSS selectors in the order of the appearances of the HTML tags. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm starting to style the image here. You saw we started with container, then the left, and we did the right because it's related. Oh, look at that. We have the background image class here. And we did the background on the right. That's not very semantic. So let's just move this. All right. Goody, goody. And now I want to style the logo because that appears first in the HTML. I want to have a margin of 40 pixels top and bottom. Maybe even more. Now that's the bad part with this tool is that you can't, well, I could put 60 pixels, but it will be way off from what we have. Well, I did put 60 pixels, lol. Let's make it bigger. So width 200 pixels. Yeah, I guess that looks better. Are people watching this while at work? Hopefully not. Okay. You can add only one ID. Yes. So the reason I'm using classes is that, well, just think of like this. You use IDs to target a specific element in the JavaScript and classes to target more. And usually when you're creating classes, you want to style the class and you might apply it to multiple elements. We don't have an example here, but we had yesterday when we had the box. Go and check that out. All right. Now on the container, I also like to add some padding. 0 top and bottom and 40. Oh, no, not on the container. On the left. So it's centered better now. Okay, let's add this background color, which is linear. Gradients, colors, desaturated. All right, I'm not sure which color is which, so I'm just going to try. Edit on the body, background, color, and that. Okay, that's definitely not the color. That's the color for this and for the paragraph. So while we're here, let's edit. We have the H1, which is super big here, and letter spacing, and also that has a span. So let's style that, which actually goes, yeah, right underneath the logo. So H1, text decoration uppercase, text transform, sorry, I still confused them, text transform uppercase, like that. And then the span inside the H1 should have a color of this. All right, and the font weight will be 200. Okay, look at that, perfect. Now what we want to do, these are on separate lines. We could do that in HTML by adding the breaks here. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and we have more font, well, bigger font size, 60 pixels. All right. For some reason the font is not working. Yeah, it looks different. Do we have a Discord server? Yes, we do. Other questions? Is it the image background pattern desktop? We don't have. Oh, we do have background pattern desktop. Okay, thank you for that. Let's use that. See, that's nice too. One of the good things of live streaming is that you get help. One of the bad things of live streaming is that you need help. Background image, images, background pattern. Let's see. Whoa, nice. Let's make it background size cover. Should we only have it on the left panel? It looks a little bit off, right? Okay. Now, the font is not right, so let me go to fonts.google.com and search here for the font, Josephine. Click the plus, and we want to customize. We want 200 and 600. Embed. Okay, and use this instead. Let's save and see. Yeah, so it's the same. Josephine Sense. All right, I had the plus and obvious cover. Obviously, we don't need that. It's caver, yeah. Complete the black heart eyes for text. Okay, we will fix that. Now you can see that the heading here has some letter spacing. How much? 20? That's too much. Let's add it. Letter spacing 10 pixels. All right, that looks about right. Goody goody. Now the paragraph has that color also. Great. It has some letter spacing too. Letter spacing 1 pixel maybe. Line height also 30 pixels. Too much. 26 pixels. Okay, and no, it doesn't have letter spacing as. All right, pretty close now. So we have the first section. Okay, this text, I need to style that. Let's see. Do we have the color? Soft red. Soft red for what? Soft red, I don't know. Dark grayish red. I think this is for the H1. They should say, okay, this is, yeah, so that's for the H1. All right, maybe, looks pretty identical on the front part. What do you say? Hello, Gabrielle. How is everyone? 43 people, that's amazing. Florin, chevron icon. Yeah, we have it, it's just we don't have the button styled yet. Goody goody. Awesome. I don't think I had 43 people that often. And look at those. It dropped. Right. Let's style the form. Now the form will be pretty nice to style. This is the fun part. The form, we have the input. We have the button inside the form. We have the small tag. Now, keep in mind that this is not a good practice. Usually to style directly the tags, usually you'll add a class. But because we don't have that many elements on this page, it's fine for now. All right, the form. Let's see. We want the input, as you can see here. Basically, the button is on top of the input. And the input takes full weight, sort of. Well, it takes full weight, actually. And we also have this span, which is on the second line. The line height of the H1. Yeah, probably. Line height 1.2, 1.1. Okay, I think it's better. The font size, let's see how it looks on big screens. Yeah, almost right. We shouldn't allow this to go that much. Okay, we'll fix that a little bit later when we want to wrap things up. Awesome. Let's see how we're going to style. First, the button has a linear gradient. Now we have two linear gradients here. I'm not sure why. Where do you see another linear gradient? Okay, let's use this. On the button. Now the background image, come on, help me, should be linear gradient, this to this. Okay, not right. Maybe that's because it's the other one. To this. Okay, looks like that's the one. Now, let's add some padding, 15 pixels. Let's remove the border. Let's make it border radius 50 pixels, so we have rounded corners, and make it a width of 100 pixels. Alright, looks close. Now, on the input, we want to style this too. First, the background color will be transparent. Okay, then the border will have this color for the text. I think that works. 1 pixel solid, that color. Alright, now this also has a padding of 15 pixels. It has the border radius, the same, 50 pixels. Now the difference is that this will be 100% width. The font size is bigger. Font size 16 pixels. Alright. We also need to change the color, but we'll do that later. Now, how we're going to position this button on top of the input? We are going to make this position relative, so we can have position absolute elements inside it. Now, considering that this input takes up the full width, we can position absolute this button, make it top 0 and right 0, which should place it right on top of the input. Now you can see that they don't have the same height. So we can force that, although usually you don't want to force the height. 60 pixels, no, 50 pixels. Yeah, let's also maybe 55 pixels. And we'll have both to be the same height. So now you'll see the button be exactly on top of the input. How does background color transparent work? Well, it's just transparent. It makes it transparent. Nothing fancy there. Padding 20 pixels left and right, maybe more. You can see that it's pushed here a bit. All right. On the desktop now, look at that. It looks much nicer. We could now, considering that this is relative, we could also target this error icon class and make it position absolute, top 0 and left something. We need to figure out what's the left. And also top is not 0. Top will be let's think. We need some mathematical calculations. Yeah, Joshua's right. So outline none is not the best for accessibility, although I usually remove it. I remove it. You should add something else. Add here any perks for Patreon bronze members. Yeah, you support me. Is that a perk? Yeah, also Steven is right, we need a box shadow. Good. Let's position it. So the button here is a width of 100, so we can do right to be width of 100 pixels. All right, where was that image? Here, active states. Yeah, so 100 and then a bit to the left. Let's make it 120 pixels, and top, we can play around with these values, or we could say top 0 and then transform Translate, but still, translate on the y-axis 50%. That's still not in the middle, because it will be in the middle if this will be half the height of the body. Height 50%, and then so it's height 50%. We want to move 50%, not of the height, 25% then. So some calculation to make it be in the center, but it's too big. So then let's leave it of what it was, and let's find out its height. Image computed 24 pixels. So we have 24 pixels, and the height of this is 55. You subtract 24, you get 30, 50 pixels on the top. Oh, and remove the transform. All right, now it's pretty close, 1 pixel off to be in the center. 24, you subtract for 50, 30, yeah. So 1 pixel off, half a pixel off to be in the center exactly. Top 50% transform translate minus on the error icon. No, it won't work because the height of this div is bigger because of this text. So it won't work. I think the order gradient is when the button is clicked. Okay, might be. We'll need to check that. Alrighty, let's add the box shadow, which is very, very subtle. So box shadow, 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 5 pixels, not RGBA. Let's use this. So very subtle. More on the spread. Maybe more on top, 5 pixels. Yeah, and let's do HSL A, and we can do 0.5. We can play with opacity. Close off. Show people how to use the browser DevTools. Are you doing it, mate? You can see things like computed size. I think that deserves its own tutorial. So I'll do that it's in its own tutorial. All right, this looks a bit too much, so maybe that. Good. And the small, it also has a color. Oh, look at that. We have the red color when it's an error. Ooh, nice. And as someone said, not sure who, yeah, Max, that this background color gradient is when hovered. So there are just a couple more things to do. Well, a couple more. These little subtle things which we need to take care of. Also, we need some space here, less space here, probably. All right. As you can see, they're just styling tiny things. Okay. Let's make this margin top 20 pixels. And we need to make it display block in order to have margin top. And we could also say margin left 20 pixels, because it was, I usually close things and that's annoying. So it's on the same line there. So we need to take into consideration the padding of the input, which is 30 pixels. So margin left 30 pixels. All right, now it's aligned. The color is darkish. Where is it? So that, come on, open it. What's wrong? The red color. Style guide, they're saturated, soft. Doesn't look like we have soft red. Did we use this? I think that's it. Let's see, color. that. Okay, that's it. Maybe too much margin top. All right, that looks like it. It's also bold, no. So that looks like it. Now, a couple of things to fix. One, we need to remove this and this when it's not an error. Two, when it is an error, we want this input to have the border. And three, we need the hover state on the button. How I'm going to do the error is I'll have a form.error class, an error class on the form, which will do something. When we have error form, the input will have a border 2 pixels solid and that color like this. Good, that's one thing. Next, by default, this should be display none and this should be display none. And when we have the error class on the form, we're going to do error icon display block and form error a small display block. So now it should disappear, which is great. We're going to check the email and whatnot in JavaScript, and when it's an error, we're going to push on the form the class of error, and then we should see the error state. Why don't you write CSS while debugging in browser and then copy paste? I got used to this. Show people how to... Okay, I read that. You could also add a little animation on the words into the screen when the page loads, when from the left, from the right. Sure, I could. How much for that? You can enable autosave for file autosave. This will save a lot of time because you have live server installed. Yeah, but will it overload the browser? I'm fine with saving with when I'm saving manually. For now, I'm fine. But thanks for that. Good. We have that state, which is nice. We're going to add it on JavaScript. Let's add the hover state on the button. So button, hover, we want what? We used this linear, we want this linear. So let's paste that in, copy this, and change the values. Like that and like that. Save it, and now what? Okay, from. Okay, so still not right. Linear gradient, the color. So it's not the right color. Seems so. Why is that? If you have time to add animations, sure, we can add animations. Why is not the color is not what we want? Maybe because that's just a color. So linear. One we used already. We have one more. Okay, then I guess I could create my own gradient from this color to this color. Is it different? Oh, save. Yeah, it's different, but it's not that good. Okay, you know what? I have a better idea. I could remove that and say opacity 0.6. And now it will be lighter. Yeah, sort of good. We can also have transition, opacity 0.2 seconds ease, and now it will transition. It's still not perfect. I don't know. Oh well, I guess that's fine. Good. Now on the desktop we want this to have a fixed width. In order to do that, let's think. We could actually add this paragraph inside the form and have a fixed width on the form. Let's try that. So form, we don't need this. We want a maximum width of 300 pixels. Okay, so now that goes there, which is not good. We can't put the paragraph there. Sorry about that. The form, I could do a trick of adding the max width on the paragraph too, but I kind of don't like that. It should be inside the container. We could either add the fixed width on the paragraph and the form, or create another container inside this left panel and add the width on that. And I think that will be the way to do it. Opacity should be 74%. Cursor pointer. Does the button have a box shadow on hover? It has it now too. Maybe it's too light. Definitely cursor pointer. You say definitely, but there's a reason why they don't add it by default. I usually add it. Cursor pointer. Okay, good. What I was saying, index. Let's wrap this inside another container. Inner container. And then we can have that to be a fixed width. All right. And here in the left inner container will be maximum width of 300 pixels or 400 pixels. What happened? Inner container, I can't see the HTML. Inner container is the parent of all these, right? Left, okay, and yeah, so it is. So inner container. Good. So now if we have it like this, it should stay fixed width, which is sweet. Awesome. Now this looks a little wider for some reason, but I guess if we do it like this, not perfect yet. The alignment, here we have more margin than we should. So on the H1, where is it? Margin bottom. Let's do 0 for now, and we will control the margin for the from the paragraph. Margin 20%, 0. Maybe more, 40. All right. That's better, and let's allow the max width here on the inner container to be more. 500 pixels. Not really. So you're just playing around with the numbers. I don't have, let's see, here it says 430, but now you can see, yeah, 450. 450 looks nice. Let's see this, how much is it? Close to 450. So yeah, I guess we could use this time the spacing. then let's see here. 30 and 40, so we can use, where is the paragraph? 30. Oops. Okay. Right, so it looks close to the design. Sort of, maybe more margin here. And the heading is usually when I'm designing this, I have this on the right so I can live see it. I have it on my right monitor, but now I'm just eyeballing it. Right. Let's on the board where is the input? I want to make this 2 pixels also. And now should have a software red. There was a style guide soft red. Let's use this. Input. No. Desaturated. But this is what we have. There. Maybe it's just 1 pixel. Do you know any tools to measure? Okay, so that's for Steven and Ivan. Does the outline look bad on the input? Yeah, it does. Let's... I don't like this. And let's remove input outline none, input on active, focus. Yeah, but now we need to add something else, so maybe add this box shadow so we can still see something happening. Yeah, that looks it's not that obvious, but still you can see that something happened. Maybe make it 0 pixels and 0 pixels. All right, so you can see it's activated sort of, or focused. We have the hover state. Awesome. The placeholder is lighter in the design. Yeah, I need to find a color placeholder CSS. I never remember what's the yeah, so placeholder. Good. Input a placeholder, and for that we also want the color. Don't we set the color? Not really. Let's use the border color for the placeholder. And when it's active, I guess in the image here we see black, which is what we have. Awesome. So we're kind of done with the design. Well, it's not pixel perfect, which is fine. I will spend another hour just to make it pixel perfect. Well, I still don't like this big curve. That's one thing I would like to fix, but I'm not sure why. Is there a combination of... Interesting. We added it on the body. Not here, this one, pattern. Let's add it on the left, see what happens. Nah, don't really like it. Background, position, center. Still don't like it. For some reason. Add some spice to it. The outline feature is vital for accessibility. I think the box shadow is not enough. Yeah, you're right. It's not enough. Maybe we could, on focus, we could have the border width to be 2 pixels. Yeah, so you can see now it's better, right? All right. Yeah, we have the same problem on the button, the outline. So maybe we could use this on the button also. Button focus. Yeah, it's not that visible. And tick on the button is active. Not really, it's focus, but why can't we see that much? We don't have a border for the button, that's one, and we already have the box shadow, so that's why. All right, let's add the animation on this and this. But not that's tricky-ish because we have h1, the span inside. We need two span elements. Well, I guess first let's just do the entire h1 animation in, or I don't know, come in for 0.5 seconds linear, and we can define it come in to be to transform translate x be 0, and initially we can have this to be transform translate x minus 100%. Okay, and we need 4 words on the animation. All right. Is maybe nice animation. Okay, we could come in left. So the animation is named come in left. It takes 0.5 seconds. It has an is animation timing function, and it stays forwards. So you saw that if we remove this, it runs the animation and then it goes back to its original state, which is minus 100%. If we keep forwards, it will remain here. And then we translate it from this to 0. Don't use focus or active. Why not? All right, next on the paragraph, let's add come in right, which will do pretty much the same, but will be come in right. Come in right. Oh, okay, and we need to do also the transform here. All right, so you can see when you refresh, now it doesn't look that good because it comes from this text, but oh well. I guess we could add opacity 0, and here say opacity 1. I guess. And let's use this come in right for the input also, or come in left for the input. And then let's place this here, animations, this one, and come in left, where is it? On the input, and it also needs this. So yeah, just some basic oh, not on the input. Let's do it on the form. Okay, so just some random animation. Bye, Max. Take care. Now, one thing we need to fix, which is very important, is the responsive thing. Look at that. Now, on mobile, it looks very bad. And we will do that now. So max media screen and max width of 400 pixels. We want the right to be display none, the left to be width 100%, that left, that right. All right, perfect. So now that fixed the image, and this is pretty nice. If you use keyframes, you can have it go past the finished position to then go back again. Not sure what you mean. And here on the mobile we also have we have this image here. So let's add it. It's underneath the logo, which will be image, class of BG mobile, images. What's happened? Oh, I forgot here. So images, hero mobile. All right, look at that, nicey. What we want, BG mobile, background mobile. What we want is this BG mobile, which is underneath our logo. BG mobile, oops, should be display none on desktop, and we display it block here, block like that. All right, now what we want is to go 100% of width, and I want it to override this part. Let's see. Well, actually 100% width will put it that way, which is decent, but they have it full width. And how we can do the trick to make it full width is, drum rolls. First I need to find the padding we have on the left container. Where is it? Where are you left? Left, here. So we have 40 pixels. Now in order to make this full width, we will do margin left minus 40 pixels and margin right minus 40 pixels. Right. Margin left, margin right. I think I missed, so we need calculation plus 80 pixels. Yeah, so that was the trick. Okie dokie. So we are pretty much done. I think on the mobile the icon is less. It's smaller, so logo here. Let's make it smaller. 100 pixels and margin 30 pixels. Alright, and look at that, we have the nice design on mobile, but if we scroll, 400 I think, let's make it 600, 700 or so, 768 is what Bootstrap uses. And now it will stretch, and here it should go like that. Maybe this is still too much, so I don't know, 600? Yeah. Alright. So we have that. Could you explain that part? Which part again? Let me know exactly which part you mean, and I will, sure. Okay, let's sit outside to see how it's looking. This is the desktop version, which is decent. I still don't like this white element for some reason. Not sure why it's that white, but well. And on mobile, it looks like this. Okay, it needs some margin here under the input. Let's add that. On the left here, we can have some padding on the bottom. And now it will have some padding on the bottom. Maybe also we could decrease the heading here. I would somehow like to get to the input faster. So on mobile, I also would like to have the H1B font size 40 pixels. Yeah, so it's almost above the fold. Close to. Can you describe calc of width for PG mobile? Sure. We want, let me put it back here somehow, I don't know how. Oh, I think I could just open it here. All right, I'm going to do that. By default, the image looks like this. So it's a container which is left. Let's set the background color of purple. Left. Yeah, so left is this container, but it has a 40 pixels padding. Now, if we say this to be width 100 pixels, it will remain inside that padding. So it has space here 40 pixels and space here 40 pixels. So we want to stretch it more, stretch it 80 pixels, so remove the padding. And for that we do the margin left, we remove 40 pixels on the margin left. Well, we go to the left and we go to the right 40 pixels, but then we also need to accommodate the fact that this is no longer 100%, but it's 100% plus what we subtracted here. So then it becomes this. Who to follow for Angular projects live streaming? Not sure. Not me, I'm not good with Angular. Alright guys, one last thing to do is to make the form validation on in JavaScript. For that, let's add script. Well, then we're going to also upload it to Netlify, so you can see it live. Script.js. Here we're going to have script source be script.js. We will add an ID to this form, and here we're going to target it. Document get element by ID form, and form add event listener. On the submit, we want to do something when we submit. Basically, it will be submitted when we click the button. When it's submitted, first we want to prevent default, which will be to refresh the page. Next will be to take the value of the input and check if it's valid. So for that, I'm going to add another ID here on the input, email. We're going to target here in the JavaScript email, email, and here we're going to get email value will be email.value. Like that, and we need to check if it is a valid email. Now, for that, I'm going to copy a valid email validator regex, email valid regex, because I don't want to write it from scratch. Let's see this. Okay, valid email. We could use this from Stack Overflow, which is perfectly fine, as we don't want to write this as it's a pain. So we have valid email, it takes in the email and then it tests it with this complicated regex. All right, now we can check if valid email, then do something, email val. Otherwise, we want to show the error. So if it's not a valid email, we want to get the form, class list, add error. Otherwise, form, class list, remove error. So we're adding and removing the class list. Now, if we did everything correctly, we should be able to add here something, press the button. Okay, so HTML5 validation doesn't allow us to submit it like that. But look at that. If we have an email which passes the HTML5 validation, but it doesn't pass our own validation, we'll have, please provide a valid email, this error. Now, if we do .com, if press, that disappears. And I think we can have success, remove error, add success. And here we also want to remove success if it's not successful. And on the style, where we are, form.success, we want to have what? Some other color, I guess. This, I don't know. Which color for success? This one. And the icon should be green. All right, we'll remove the icon. We'll not add the icon. So ABCBC, not a valid. Okay, yahoo.com. And look at that. Now it's that valid input field, sort of. Also put useStrict at the top of your JavaScript to save you some pain. I don't need useStrict for now. You can put your script in the head and just put defer as the attribute, which will make it wait until the page. That's right, I usually add it on the body. I got used to add it before the body ends. Make it green. It doesn't look right with the design. But it's fine now. So if it's invalid, we get this error. If it's valid, we get this. What I could do is to, here in the script, else document.body inner HTML will be thank you. But then we don't need this success, so let's remove it. All right, now if we have a successful, we'll say thank you. Oh, look at this shape, which is nice. We added it on the body, but actually should be on the left element. So let's add it there. We added it here. Let's add it on the left. And yeah, look at that. Now we have that shape here. All right. That shape, and here we have some linear gradient. Are you saying that this linear gradient is for our left? Lefty, where are you? But we have, let's add it on the body. Background image, linear gradient, this, remove the from, remove the to, save it. All right, look at that. So we have a linear gradient on the body, which adds that nice coloring here. All right. Are you going to do Code Wars streams today? No, we'll do it tomorrow. Green border. Yeah, it doesn't look right. So we have our small website. I will, you can see that it's centered here. So let's center ours too. We can center it by saying margin auto. Okay, let's add the icon inside our inner container. This, well, okay. So now everything will be nicely centered there. And on mobile, we have it looking like this. That's pretty nice. So this will be valued at a couple of, I don't know, more than $100? I guess so. Okay, any of you guys who want to learn JavaScript, watch Florin Code Wars stream tomorrow. It's epic. Thank you. You're very nice. Okay, last thing will be to take this project and upload it on Netlify. So I'm going to close this now, close this, and here Frontend Mentor, I have the first project. I want to actually Frontend Mentor, open this in VS Code, make a pull request. So git pull, because we added Frontend Mentor, not a GitHub repo. What? Oh, this is not the project. What's the project then? I forgot. Let's see. I forgot what's the project name. We did it yesterday. Front and hold on, left side. These are some of my projects. Okay, Frontend Mentor challenges. All right, that's it. It wasn't in name, so let's use that. Can you read my name correctly, please? No, I can't. That's a tough request, so I can't. And now let's put this inside, which will have it now in our folder. We go to git.add, git.commit, base, no, added, coming soon page, git.push, but also let's here on the HTML do this, rename this, take the URL and say base apparel coming soon. All right, git commit, added, link to index, git push. And now if we go here to GitHub, Frontend Mentor challenges, we should see this. I didn't add the link in the README. What was it? Let's go to Netlify. Yeah, Joy said it. I won't. Okay, and want to see what project is this. I think this one. Let's see the link. Base Apparel coming soon, and now we have it live. Awesome. The logo is not working. Awesome. Also this background image. Awesome. Live on live. See it live. I think we can put this. Commit added live link. Now I don't know why we don't see the images. Inspect to be expected. Logo images slash. I think that's not good now. Okay, we need a dot. We need a dot in front of our images. All right, let's add those. Index, where we see images slash images, we want to replace that with dot slash images. So all of these will be replaced with dot slash images. Well, whoa, some don't even have that. Do that. Now this has two, and now this. Nah, don't work. So let's add here and add here. All right, and also in the styles, we use the image here. All right, not sure how that image worked. Interesting. On the right. right. Okay, so now it should work. Git commit fixed image path, git push. Okay, waiting. Here we should see the link now, see it live. If we go here, we see this page which is not styled, but it's fine. We go to this, and drum rolls, we should see the images. Look at that. Also, we have form validation, and we have this thank you. Lol, I forgot to remove that. It's fine. All right. Let's fix that script. Inner HTML, thank you. Let's add a div. Wait, I usually don't do this, but style, this will be h1, close the div, and this will be display flex, align items center, justify content center. I usually don't do this, but for this it should work. Git commit updated script. That's not a good name, but should work. Prabesh Guragain. I don't know. Awesome stream, Florin. Thank you, Carl. I'm glad that you liked it, if you did. All right, let's refresh again. And now if we submit a valid email, waiting for it to update. Yeah, so it picked up the images. We also have the nice animation. And here if we say admin, thank you. All right. That's it. That's it, folks. Now for tomorrow, what do you want? Code Wars JS with coding challenges with JavaScript, or we should do another of this. I know what Steven will want. The next challenge will be this. Dance. You are the one who said dance in the in the suggestions. You're crazy. Okay, so tomorrow we will not tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do Code Wars, and then the day after tomorrow we'll do this design, which looks interesting. Look at this, we have mobile. Nice. So it has a form here, nicely styled with some box shadow. This interesting background color, well, background image. All right, if you're still in the live stream, say something. Any more streaming today? Sure, for the right amount, I'll do it. Giorgio, I'm glad you liked it. Okay. No, I won't do any live stream today. I will do some planning for future live streams though. I also need to do some videos. Khan, welcome. Where do you got the designs? I got them from Frontend Mentor. Go to frontendmentor.io and you get the free designs. David, you're welcome. All right, if you like this stream, don't forget to give it a like. Tell YouTube that this was good. Gulshan, how about sharing how you plan? I'm not sure if that's very interesting. I just think. I'm just thinking ahead of what I want to do and write everything down, and then I'll try to organize those thoughts. So it's nothing fancy, nothing. I just think, that's all. Stay and think. All right. Do you have any other questions? If not, we'll see tomorrow at roughly the same time. Probably 1 hour earlier. But please check Twitter and check Discord. I will say which time I will be live on those platforms. All right, I need to fix the sound. For some reason it errored out. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was the biggest stream so far. Are you going to cover all projects from Frontend Mentor? I think so. Why not? Joy. You're funny. So in the future we'll do Code Wars JS and more Frontend Mentor challenges. This will be at least for a while. The nice thing with these challenges is that they have some hard ones which will use JavaScript for JavaScript and React. For example, this rock paper scissors game. Look at how nice it is, and it will be with React probably. And then we have these landing pages, which, oh boy, look at how many sections it has. Probably in 2 live streams or so. All right. I learned a new aftertext today and a bit of animation. Awesome. That's good. Make sure you practice with what you learned so you don't forget. My wife said, "Is this guy doing stream all day?" Hello, Gulshanu's wife. Yes. I'm doing live streams a lot. Hopefully, we'll get to 100k. That's my goal. Well, I also enjoy it, I can't lie. The goal is just a goal. The 100k is just a number, but I enjoy these live streams. I can code and explain and have fun with you, which is really nice. Thank you for being a part of. Grid is the future or present? Yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't. Tell YouTube that it's worth subscribing so they will send more people. Okay. Have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, or not sure what else, what time is there in the day left. Bye everyone. Take care.